We all know that Sharon and Tracy have been hovering around the Dupree Manor, and they finally dropped the massive bombshell. Anita has received the ultimate invitation to join the Articulettes Reunion World Tour, a world tour. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. This is the moment to relive her absolute glory days after years of silence. But instead of popping the champagne and packing her fabulous bags, she is hesitating. She is turning it down. And the real reason behind it is absolutely breaking my heart into a million tiny pieces. I am so emotionally invested in this woman, and watching her suffer in silence is pure torture. Let's rewind for a second and talk about the legendary, undeniable legacy of the Articulette. We all know the history. Anita, her late sister Barbara, the glamour, the hits, the absolute domination of the music charts back in their glory days. They were icons. They are icons. When the idea of this incredible reunion tour was pitched, I was literally jumping up and down, screaming, "Yes, do it, Anita. Get back on that stage." It was supposed to be her grand triumphant return, a beautiful, sparkling victory lap after the absolute darkest year of her entire life. But instead, it has turned into a psychological nightmare, and I am just so devastated for her. We have watched Anita fight for her life. We watched her battle breast cancer with such grace and dignity. We cried with her. We prayed for her. We celebrated when Dr. Bauer finally gave her the all clear and told her that her scans were clean. She beat the cancer. She survived. She was supposed to be entering her Renaissance era, living her best, most fabulous life. But the cruel, unfair, absolutely brutal reality of her situation is that the chemotherapy didn't just attack the cancer cells. It took something so precious from her. It took her voice. Yes, you heard me right. During her recent private rehearsals, our beautiful, talented Anita realized that her vocal power is the signature vibrato that made her a global superstar. It's just not there anymore. It is completely failing her. Her voice lacks the depth, the vibration, and the sheer force it used to have. It is highly likely a late, lingering side effect of the brutal chemical treatments she endured to save her. It is such a raw, realistic storyline, but my goodness, it hurts to watch. She traded her voice for her life, and now she is paying the ultimate heartbreaking price. I am crying just thinking about her standing by her piano, trying to hit those iconic high notes, and hearing nothing but a weak croak come out. But what is making me so incredibly frustrated and angry is that she is hiding it. Why is she hiding this? Anita is keeping this devastating secret from everyone. She hasn't told her bandmates, Sharon and Tracy, who are probably so confused as to why she is dragging her feet on the biggest tour of the decade. She hasn't told her daughters, Nicole and Danny, who are admittedly wrapped up in their own chaotic drama right now. And worst of all, she hasn't told Vernon. Vernon Dupree has been her absolute rock. He stood by her through the sickness, the hair loss, the absolute terror of death. He loves her unconditionally. Why on earth does she feel like she has to carry this massive, crushing burden all by herself? I know why, and it infuriates me just as much as it breaks my heart. Anita is a perfectionist. She is a proud, dignified woman who has always presented a flawless, untouchable image to the world. The thought of stepping onto a massive world stage, under the bright lights, with thousands of fans watching, and failing miserably, it terrifies her to her absolute core. She is paralyzed by the fear of ruining her artistic reputation. She doesn't want the world to look at her with pity. She doesn't want the headlines to read that the great Anita Dupree has lost her touch. She would rather cancel the whole thing and withdraw in honor than risk being a massive public disappointment. Is anyone else screaming at their TV like I am? Anita, just tell them. It is okay to be vulnerable. It is okay to say I am struggling. But no, instead of leaning on her tribe, her hesitation is inadvertently creating this massive icy distance between her and her loved one. Vernon can sense that something is wrong. He knows his wife better than anyone. He sees her pulling away. He sees her hesitating on this tour, and he doesn't understand why. He is probably thinking he did something wrong. or God forbid, that her cancer is back. She is pushing away the exact people who want to support her the most. And it is driving me absolutely insane. And let's talk about the psychological warfare happening inside her. Every single day, she has to wake up and pretend everything is fine. She has to smile at Vernon. She has to listen to Sharon and Tracy talk about tour dates and set lists and fabulous costumes, all while knowing deep down that she cannot hit the note. The guilt must be eating her alive. She is stuck in this horrible, suffocating limbo. Does she come clean, admit her voice is gone, and bow out gracefully? Or does she risk it all, go on tour, and pray for a miracle that her voice magically returns? The anxiety of this choice is literally suffocating her, and as a viewer, I feel like I am suffocating right along with her. Honestly, I feel somewhat betrayed by this storyline, but in a good, soapy, dramatic way. We wanted a win for Anita. We wanted to see her shine and reclaim her throne. But instead, the writers are giving us this gut-wrenching reality. Chemo is a beast. It destroys the body to save it. The fact that her vocal cords lack the strength and vibrato is so medically plausible, but it feels so incredibly unfair. Hasn't this woman suffered enough? She lost her sister Barbara. She almost lost her own life. She has to deal with Danny's messy affair, drama with Bill, and Nicole's endless love triangles. And now this? Give the woman a break. Let her sing. Imagine the absolute field day the Fairmont Crest gossips would have if she failed on stage. Can you picture Anastasia Belleclaire sitting in the front row, sipping her champagne and snickering when Anita's voice cracks? Oh my gosh, my blood is boiling just thinking about it. Anita knows that the society vultures are just waiting for her to stumble. They want to see the great Anita Dupree fall from grace. That is exactly why she is keeping her mouth shut. She is protecting her legacy. She is protecting the memory of her sister Barbara, but she is utterly destroying her mental health in the process. And what is this going to do to Vernon? We already know from the upcoming spoilers that Vernon is going to fall into a sudden, severe crisis mode and have to do major damage control. Is this because Anita's secret finally blows up in her face? Does she snap and cancel the tour without a proper explanation, leaving Vernon to clean up the massive mess with the media, the promoters, and the furious bandmates? Or does he finally confront her about the emotional distance leading to a huge, heartbreaking marital blowout? I am so stressed out for them. They are the golden couple of Beyond the Gates, and I cannot handle seeing them fractured over something that isn't even her fault. I just want to reach through the screen and shake her. Anita, your legacy is secure. You are a legend. Her family wouldn't judge her. Vernon would probably hold her in his arms and tell her she is the most beautiful sound in the world, even if she can only whisper. Danny and Nicole would rally around her. They could find a different way for her to participate in the tour. Maybe she could be a producer. Maybe she could do spoken word poetry tributes to Barbara while the others sing. There are options, but her stubborn pride is blinding her to the love that surrounds her. She is letting her fear dictate her future, and it is a tragedy to witness. I am literally begging the universe and the writers of Beyond the Gates to please let this be a temporary side effect. Maybe she just needs intensive vocal therapy. Maybe Dr. T.L. Rollins or Dr. Monica McCormick can refer her to a top-tier specialist. Please tell me her voice isn't gone forever. I need to hear Anita sing again. But until then, the suspense is killing me. This storyline is a masterclass in emotional torment, and I am fully strapped in for the ride, even if I am crying the whole time. What do you guys think? Are you as heartbroken and frustrated as I am? Do you think Anita is making the right choice by hiding her failing voice to protect her legacy, or is she making the biggest mistake of her life by pushing Vernon and her family away? Let me know down in the comments, because I need to vent with people who understand this pain. I swear, if Vernon's upcoming crisis is because Anita pushes him too far and ruins their marriage, I am going to lose it. Keep your eyes glued to the screen, because Fairmont Crest is about to explode with this secret